life is found, Assad, and we will stop at nothing to possess it. Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
All right, man. Yeah, you seen that video I put in there. All right. It was ultimately a clip from the Zack Snyder's version of Justice League. Okay. I put that in there, man, because of Dark Side. Ultimately, when you heard him start speaking, man, his voice, you know, was like the sound of a trumpet. Okay. He had this deep, booming voice. All right. And ultimately, man, the reason I put that in the lesson is because what I want to touch on today, all right, is dealing with, you know, starting with Yahuwah, who is a supreme universal God, okay, and then his son Yahuwah, okay, and then the rest of the elect men, okay. What I want to touch on, man, is just the fact that we are called gods, okay, in these scriptures, all right, these holy scriptures of ours, okay. That literally means everything, man. And, you know, the magnitude of what that means will not be seen until the Most High begins to endow his men with spiritual power on this side, okay? And ultimately until we receive those new godly bodies, okay? But understand, man, that we are gods, okay? And what I want to do in this lesson is show you, okay, just off that clip I put in, that, you know, we got to meditate on these things, man. Like the fact that they make movies, you know, with these super villains, okay, or these these super villains, all right, like Darkseid, who was just in the last clip, okay, or like Thanos, okay, but he's very strong and mighty, okay, big, all right, tall, okay, super villains that, you know, got deep booming voices, okay. Well, ultimately, man, you know, that represents, all right, how we're gonna be, okay. That represents how we're gonna be, okay. Now, obviously, we're not gonna look, you know, like a weird creature, okay. We're not gonna be all grayed out and stuff like that and bald, okay. Because when you go into the scriptures, okay, you know, the Apostle John, when you read in the book of Revelations, man, he actually seen the revealing of Yahuwah, okay, and this was in his godly immortal state, okay. He seen the revealing of him, okay. What you kind of find out, man, is that Yahuwah, all right, he still resembles a man, okay. Even in those godly bodies, we're going to resemble, all right, a man, okay. But we're not going to be anything close to just a mortal man, all right. That's what you have to understand. We're going to be immortal gods, man. Ultimately, gods of the universe, okay. And we're going to have power, all right, over damn near everything, okay. We're going to have power over everything, man. You know, and it's going to be order, all right, to, you know, and levels to that power, okay. But I'm going to grab a couple precepts and show you that, you know, just the world to come, okay, when we get set up as kings, all right, as the gods of this earth, man, that this shit is about to be, you know, mind-blowing, okay. It's about to be some immeasurable power, all right, that's about to be seen on this earth, okay. And yeah, man, when they make movies like that, you know, when Darkseid came down, or rather, you know, in the movie X-Men Apocalypse, all right, and Apocalypse came down, all right, with that immense power, okay. He was, you know, had the ability to just do all types of things, okay. Oh, man, just, you got to understand that those shows, okay, pale in comparison to how we're actually going to be, all right, as Israelite gods, okay. Those shows, you know, the movies that they make, all right, ultimately, that's why they say art imitates life, okay. Art imitates life, man. Why? Because the different, you know, imaginations and ideas that these different creators come up with, okay, that inspiration was given to them from the Most High Yahuwah, okay, the universal, the top universal God, man, the creator of the universe, okay, the things you can see, the things you can't see, okay, things from, you know, as big as a galaxy, okay, or a massive star, okay, that, you know, are hundreds of thousands of times bigger than this earth, okay, all the way down to something minute, all right, in the smallest things, all right, with dealing with atoms, okay, and even subatomic particles, which are things that are smaller than atoms, okay, that you can't even see, you know, with a microscope, Okay, the Most High created it all, man, and we're gonna have the power to manipulate, okay, the elements, okay, those subatomic particles. We're gonna have the power to manipulate these things, man. And when you understand, you know, how, you know, the earth was formed, okay, we believe you read in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, okay, you know, that everything was formed from elements, okay. You know, ultimately the elements come together, okay, you know, and combine with other elements, okay, and they make everything we can see today, okay, and even things we don't see, right, dealing with dark matter and just, you know, just all stuff that's just hidden from, you know, the physical realm, okay. There's things in the spiritual realm, man, that, you know, will blow our minds, okay, and that's why, you know, ultimately, you know, the Most High doesn't have it set up to where we can understand the spiritual realm, okay, like that. But yeah, man, I'm gonna grab a couple precepts just dealing with the fact that, you know, we're about to be on a whole nother level, okay? And I'll try to insert a clip, all right, where this Edomite had ultimately seen, you know, he had caught a glimpse, you know, of angels getting off the chariots, okay? He saw a glimpse of angels, all right, on the so-called UFOs, man, and he said that they were very dark, okay, very dark, so-called black men, okay. They were very dark so-called black men, and he was like, I believe in the interview they asked him, you know, how tall were they, or how they, you know, how tall were they, what was their stature, okay. And he was like easily, you know, they were like 7 feet tall, okay, easily, man.
I think it's the Apollo flight that Bugs and Neil were on. But anyway, there is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall?
Yeah.
How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
Well, what?
I'd say 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Have you heard about Clark McClellan's statement about that?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Have you ever been in touch with him?
No.
No?
There is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So it's just, you know, ah, man, you know, I can't even begin to describe just the level that we're about to be on, man, because we're about to get those bodies, okay, like that, man, you can't even describe. But we're gonna have voices that sound like trumpets, okay, that sound like many waters, as we're about to read, okay, and we're about to tap into immeasurable infinite power through Yahuwah Bashem Yahushua, okay, infinite energy, man, because when you deal with it, our spirits, all right, are energy, okay, our spirits are energy. That's why, you know, the spirits are never destroyed, man. These bodies will die, okay, and decay in the earth, but then our spirit or our energy goes back to the spirit world, okay, and then we get put into another body, okay, and that's what reincarnation is all about, okay. But understand, man, the father of spirits, all right, or in other words, the father of energy, okay, is about to he's crafted a body for us, an immortal godly body, to where he's gonna have his overwhelming infinite energy just constantly flowing through our bodies, okay, so much so to the point to where we're gonna radiate energy, man, like you see in Dragon Ball Z, all right, when they charge up, okay, and they have an aura to them, you know, and they start glowing, okay, that's how we're gonna be. And, matter of fact, you even read it in the scriptures, man, an account where Yahuwah, okay, 2,000 years ago, man, you read about it in the book of Matthew chapter 17, okay, where he was transfigured, all right, before, I believe, like 3 of the disciples, okay, which means he changed form. He went from having this mortal form, okay, and he turned into that immortal God, okay, and when he did that, it talks about how his face was shining like the sun, okay, and how his raiment, meaning his garments, okay, that heavenly cloak he had on, all right, was also glowing, okay. So the level that we're about to be on, man, it's a level that, you know, they can't even depict in these different movies, okay? They can't even depict it, all right? And I want to start, all right, in the book of Psalms, all right? We'll start in the book of Psalms, chapter 82, okay? All right, verse 6, okay? Because, you know, you can't even imagine, man, this type of power, okay? You cannot imagine this type of power. And when you look at these shows like X-Men, okay, these movies like X-Men, you know, where there are these gifted individuals who possess otherworldly abilities, okay? And I could talk forever and ever and ever about all the different abilities that we've seen from, you know, growing up, watching animes and superhero movies and superhero shows and playing these video games. We could go on and on forever, but understand that that doesn't grasp the magnitude at which, you know, we're actually going to be able to have that power, man. The ability to do otherworldly things. Why? Because we're going to be beyond this world, okay? We're going to transcend all boundaries and limitations of this world, okay? You have to understand that, all right? You have to understand that, okay? That's why the Most High tells you, all right, that the Israelite men were created to be immortal, okay? Our nation, okay, were created to be immortals, man. That's why Marvel has these movies out, and these characters called the Eternals, okay? Who do you think that these things are representing you, man? Because art imitates life, okay? And these Edomites, these devils, okay, these creators of these different movies and video games, okay, they understand that the Israelites, all right, are gods, man, and they know these things, okay? And that's why when you go into Psalms 83, it tells you how they try to hide this sacred knowledge from us, okay? All right, but Psalms 83, all right, so like 82 and 6, man, it says, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes, okay? And that's why when you go into Jude chapter 1, verse 6, it tells you how we've been reserved in these chains of darkness, okay? That we've been reserved, that we've fallen and we've been reserved in these chains of darkness. Yeah, because these bodies are those chains, man. What does a chain do? It hinders one, all right, from being able to move. It hinders you from being able to use your full potential, okay? These bodies, man, are literally like us, you know, being locked up and thrown in a cell, okay? And, you know, not being able to do shit, okay? That's what scriptures ultimately refer to these bodies as spiritually, okay? Why? Because these bodies hinder us from using our full potential, okay? The power, okay, that the angels have, man, all right, the Elohim, okay, is immeasurable, infinite energy, man, infinite power, okay? You have to understand that, okay? And it all stems from the father of the power, which is Yahuwah, okay? And then second in command, which is his son, okay? Yahuwah Shah, all right? Let's see here, man. This is Jude chapter 1, verse 6. It says, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, okay? And these angels, man, all right, are you Israelite men, all right? The Israelite gods, okay? Yeah, we're also angels, man. The elect men of the nation of Israel, all right, are angels, okay? Because when you go into that word, it's ultimately a messenger, man, all right, or one who is sent, okay? You have a duty and a purpose, all right, ultimately to spread this truth, okay? And we've been reserved in these chains of darkness, okay? We were a family first, okay, in the heavens, all right, in the spiritual world, okay, where we had, you know, that godly body at one point, okay? We had that godly body at one point. And that's why Yahuwah Shah, okay, when he was sent down here, I'll grab it. I believe it's in the book of St. John, okay? But when he was sent down here, man, and he was about to, you know, have to pay that ultimate sacrifice, all right, you know, he prayed to Yahuwah to give him the glory he had in the beginning, okay? The glory of that immortal godly body, man, that immeasurable power, okay? Which I'll grab it after I leave off from here. All right, Jude chapter 1, verse 6, it says, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Okay, so we're reserved in these bodies, man, until that judgment of the great day, which is the day of the Lord, all right, when the Yahuwah comes back with the angelic powers, okay, on those chariots, all right, the fathership chariot, okay, they're going to be bigger than this planet, okay. Yeah, once that happens, all right, which I'll try to insert a video, man, but understand those chariots are massive, okay. They are planetary, okay. They're bigger than the planet Earth, and that's why scriptures tell you that all eyes shall see Yahuwah, okay. All eyes wouldn't be able to see him if, you know, the chariots were small in size, okay. If they were only the size of, you know, a football field. No, man, the chariots are massive, and they, you know, come in different sizes and shapes, and they have all types of otherworldly abilities. But I'm gonna insert a clip, man, that these chariots are massive, okay, planetary, all right, bigger than a planet, okay, and we're gonna have ultimately planetary power, man, to, you know, the angels, all right. One angel could literally destroy this planet Earth, okay. Why? Because they're tapped into infinite power, okay. That's why, all right. And it's simple, man, but obviously the Most High deals with order, and he's not gonna have that, you know, happen, okay. But understand the level of power that, you know, the elect men are about to have, man, is gonna be just, it's gonna blow, it will blow our minds if the Most High, you know, man, okay. But yeah, man, understand that we've been reserved in these bodies, okay, which when you go into Romans 8:20, it tells you how we are subject to going off, okay, subject to sinning and going off, okay. That's why all the way back in the Garden of Eden, Eve, all right, believed the ways of the heathen, man, and brought those to Adam, because we were subject to falling from that glory, okay, falling from our, you know, our first estate, okay, which ultimately started in the heavens, okay, where we were created to be immortal, as scriptures say. But ultimately, when we came down here on earth, okay, during the Garden of Eden, man, earth was a paradise. You know, we would live up to 900 years old, okay. You know, we didn't have to, we have, you know, power over, you know, the different animals, okay, and so many different things, man. We were much more connected with the spirit. But, you know, for the sake of how the story was written, you know, we fell away from that, okay. We fell away from that as Israelite gods, okay, as Israelite men, okay. Our nation fell away from that. But guess what, man? That power is coming back, all right. That power is coming back, okay. This is St. John, all right. I believe it's in just chapter 17, all right. Because these are the words of Yahuwah, man, which I'm going to go into Revelations to get a revealing, all right, of Yahuwah, which the scriptures call him the King of Kings and Lords of Lords, man. The Alpha and Omega, okay, the beginning and the end, okay. Yeah, because you understand that Yahuwah was the first man, Adam, okay. We go over this time and time again that the Adamites, all right, before we were called Israelites, we were the sons of God or Adamites, okay. And Yahuwah was that first man, Adam, okay, to receive that righteous, that divine law, okay. And he's also the last one, okay, who's going to come and to deliver and free his people, man. Yeah, the beginning and the end. He was the first spirit as well that Yahuwah created, okay. It was the first spirit Yahuwah created, okay, of his own free will, all right, of his own, you know, of his own power, okay. And then Yahuwah, you know, when you read in the book of St. John, okay, with the Elohim, all right, the elect from the beginning went on to create the earth, the planets, the stars, and everything else that we see today, okay. But Yahuwah gave him the blueprint, and then Yahuwah, okay, second in command with the Elohim, okay, the elect, all right, created everything else you see today, man. And that's the power we're going to get back. So, you know, you gotta use your imagination, man. Like, it's mind blowing. Okay, this is some mind blowing stuff, man. But nonetheless, grab this, because Yahuwah prayed to get that glory back, and this is what we're fighting for. Okay, we want that glory. Okay, all right. This is St. John chapter 17. Okay, and we'll go ahead and go verse 5. Okay, let's skip down to the point. These are the words of Yahuwah, okay, our King. Okay, it says, "And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Okay, so understand, man, before earth was created, okay, and the world, the earth, at its climax, before the Most High sets up the Israelites to rule this earth, man, will only have been 12,000 years old. Okay, the earth is not billions of years old, and all these, you know, false numbers that these damn scientists throw out, okay, because they don't understand the scriptures, man. You read in 2nd Ezra, I believe the 14th chapter, it tells you, you know, that the world was divided into 12 parts, okay, and each part represented a 1,000-year period, okay. The earth is only 12,000 years old, man, at this transformation or this switch, okay, and the numbers are spiritual, man. The Most High, you know, how many numbers are, you know, the numbers on the clock, there's 12 numbers, okay. Yeah, the numbers are spiritual, man. 12 tribes of Israel, okay, so on and so forth, okay. But we're coming into that 12th part now, okay. We're coming in that 12th part, but understand, man, that's why scriptures tell you that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, okay. Because this current earth, the current wicked rulers on this earth, man, is set to expire, okay. And once that happens, the Most High is going to set up Israelite gods underneath Yahuwah to rule and reign over this earth for eternity, okay, complete eternity, okay. Why? Because when you say the Lord's Prayer, what do you say in the Lord's Prayer? Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, okay. In the heavens, there's complete order, man. In the spiritual realm, there's complete order, okay. So heaven is going to take place on earth, okay. That's what you have to understand, man. Yeah. Now it's going to be set up, okay, when the Most High sends his son Yahuwah back, all right, and to deliver his people and to destroy these heathen nations, okay. And that's why ultimately I like that trailer, that clip I put in, because really, man, Yahuwah is dark side, okay, and Thanos, okay, and all of them combined, okay, because he's coming to wage war, okay. He's coming to kill, despite what these Christians had, you know, want to tell you. Okay, when you read the Bible, man, it tells you that time and time again. Okay, Yahuwah is a God, man. He's coming back to show you that power. Okay, and it's gonna blow minds. Okay, but yeah, Yahuwah is praying, man, for that glory back. He said, it says, and now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Okay, so before the earth was even formed, okay, we were a spiritual family, okay. Yahuwah was that first spirit ever created, all right, and then we were created as the elect, okay, and so on and so forth, man. But before the earth was formed, we were predestined, Lord willing, okay, to receive salvation, okay. We were predestined to wake up to this truth, okay. Everything's about predestination, man, all of it, okay. But I wanted to grab this because just like Yahuwah is now glorified, okay, he has that immortal godly body, okay, with immense, immeasurable, infinite power, okay. We're going to receive of those bodies as well, okay. Why? Because Yahuwah tells us, man, it tells you that in 1 Corinthians or Salakia, well, you read about, you know, the new bodies in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter as well, but it tells you, man, that it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but when we see him, we shall be like him, okay. We shall be like Yahuwah, man, and that's crazy, because we're going to receive of a body like that the angels have, man, that Yahuwah has, okay. And nobody knows how those bodies look, okay. Nobody knows, man. Like I said, you can try to paint the picture, you know, with they can try to paint pictures with these different you know, movies and animes and superheroes and super villains and shit, but no one has grasped that yet, man. No one, okay. There are things that the Most High has not revealed, okay, to the minds of man, okay. And man, it is okay. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to Revelations. We'll go ahead and get to the revealing of Yahuwah, man, because this power is just gonna be insane, man. Imagine speaking, you know, and your voice is a booming voice, bro, that, you know, like you can hear it from just meters, hundreds of meters away, okay. Like and being of tall stature, okay, being able to, you know, being able to just do the unthinkable, okay, being limitless, man, being able to manipulate your own atomical structure, okay, make yourself, you know, 1,000 feet tall, okay, shrink like Ant-Man shows you. Understand that all the powers and things that they show in these different superhero movies, man, are things that we're actually going to be able to do, okay? Let me just put it like that, okay? Being able to control the elements around you, okay? X-Men, you know, being able to control magnetism, fire, water, earth, okay, air, just all the elements, man, everything, man, like being able to just do the unthinkable, okay? It's just, you gotta, you know, when you watch these shows, man, you gotta think spiritually and understand that as Israelite men, okay, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're gods, okay? And that's what scriptures tells you that, man. We're gods, okay? And it's going to be seen, okay, in the world to come, which is going to take place on the earth, okay? And you even read that in Revelations, all right? It tells you how the Most High is going to make us kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. That is a beautiful thing, man. It's hard for me to find words to describe sometimes, because just try to imagine that. You know, you have to use your imagination and meditate on these things, man, because it's coming. All right, it is coming. Like, that is a beautiful thing. And it's crazy because, like, even if you don't believe it as an Israelite, you know, the Most High is so just great that even if you don't believe it, man, even if you're not a part of the elect, even if you're a 2/3, okay, you're still going to be reborn in the kingdom of the Israelites, okay, and you're going to receive of that immortal body as well. Okay, you're still going to be an eternal being, okay, and still have spiritual power. Okay, it's going to be levels to it, but even those who don't believe in these words as Israelites are still going to become a great nation. Like, that's crazy, man, and that shows you the Most High cares for his people, okay? Some people are just more hard-headed than others, okay, and they're going to have to learn through death, okay, as you read in 2nd Ezra, okay? But even them, man, they're still going to come out and be gods, man. It's like, it's crazy, you know, to the magnitude of this truth, okay? Because it's just crazy, all right? We are they, man. It's like it. We are they, okay? This is now I'll go ahead and get to the point. This is Revelation chapter 1, okay? And this reveals our Lord and Savior, Yahuwah. All right, it says, the revelation of Yahuwah Hamashiach, which the Most High Yahuwah gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Okay, so the Apostle John, man, the Most High, you read in Revelations, was revealing a lot of prophecies to him. Okay, a lot of spiritual things were revealed to the Apostle John, man, and one of them was the revealing of Yahuwah. All right. Verse 2, who bear record of the word of the Most High and of the testimony of Yahuwah Hamashiach and of all things that he saw. Okay, now let's skip down to the point, okay? Matter of fact, we'll go to verse 5 and 6 because this is what I said earlier. It says, and from Yahuwah Hamashiach, who is the faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead, okay? Understand that, man. He was the first one to rise again, man. Ultimately, that, you know, dealing with that resurrection, he was the first one to rise again into that immortal godly body, okay? And that's why he prayed, as we just read in John the 17th chapter, to receive of that glory again, okay? And he has that now, okay? He's literally, as I speak, okay, in the heavens, the spiritual realm, sitting on the right hand side of Yahuwah, okay, with immense power. Okay, unthinkable, unimaginable power, the power to create worlds, okay, the power to destroy worlds, all right, the power to create planets and galaxies and billions of billions of just everything, man, because he created it all in the first place, all right? That's just unspeakable power, okay? But yeah, man, it says, the first begotten of the dead and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from sins and washed us from our sins in his own blood. Okay, he paid that ultimate sacrifice, ultimately so that we could receive of those new bodies, man, so that we could be brought back into that power. Okay, it says, and hath made us kings and priests unto the Most High and his Father. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Okay, that is beautiful, man. We are being made now kings and priests. Okay, it starts with this word and understanding who you are as an Israelite. Okay, keeping the laws. Okay, this divine law that we've been given. This is what it starts with, but it manifests physically, man, to actually receiving a crown being placed on your head as an elect man. Okay, receiving a new immortal body. Okay, men, women, and children. Okay, yeah, all of us are gonna have, all right, new bodies, man. It's gonna be we're gonna be a nation of celestials. Okay, a nation of celestial beings, and our headquarters is gonna be down here on earth. Okay, but we're not gonna be confined to earth. We're gonna set up civilizations on all these different billions of planets that's out there. Okay, why do you think those planets are? Because Yahuwah told you that in my Father's house, which is the heavens, outer space, okay, in my Father's house are many mansions. I go to prepare a place for you. Okay, so all these billions and billions of different super Earths and all these different planets and galaxies, man, those are for us to explore. Okay, to set up civilizations on and to build, and that's for us to use our power, man, to explore. Okay, to just man, this is why, this is what it means to be an Israelite. Okay, this is what it means, man. Okay, and it tells you, verse 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. Just like I said earlier, those clouds represent chariots, man. So-called UFOs, which that, clip I inserted. Okay, yeah, so-called UFOs, man, are chariots. Okay, those are the otherworldly vehicles. Okay, the same one that led us out of ancient Egypt thousands of years ago. Okay, they've always been here, and they're going to remain here for eternity. Okay, and we're going to receive of those vehicles. Okay, when we get into our kingdom. Okay, yeah, man. Like I said, planetary. That's why all eyes are going to see him. He coming with clouds, and every eye shall see him. Every eye. Okay, well, there are 7.8, I believe, billion people on this earth, and no one is going to miss that invasion, because that's what it is. Okay, but they make movies like Independence Day, which ultimately is an alien invasion. Okay, yeah, independent, because Israelites are going to be set free. All right, we're going to be delivered, man. That's our true Independence Day. I know fucking July 4th, man. So you're not supposed to be celebrating those wicked ass holidays anyways, okay? Because they don't have nothing to do with you Israelites. But our true Independence Day is when Yahuwah and the Elohim crack those goddamn clouds, man, with those planetary chariots and start shooting lasers and just, showing the workings of a God down here on this earth, man. That's Independence Day, because that's when scriptures say in a twinkling of an eye, we're going to be changed. Okay, believe it, because it's coming. All right, we are going to be changed, man, into an immortal God. Like that's the glory we had in the beginning. Okay, but we just read in Jude that we are reserved in these chains of darkness. Okay, for the time being. All right, but we're going to be gods again, baby. That's it doesn't get any better than that, man. It doesn't, because, we're not even just going to be gods. We're going to be God kings. Like, you've never seen that. You've never seen anything like that, man. Like, imagine having a perfect physique, okay? Just like, and I don't even know the elements our bodies are going to be made out of, but we're going to be invincible, right? If you're immortal, you can't die. That's why scriptures say death is going to be swallowed up in victory. Because we're never going to die again, man. We're the same shit that happens on this side. Our life is going to be completely different in the new world to come very, very, very soon. Okay, your life is going to change for the better on a whole nother level, man. Like, it doesn't even enter into the hearts or the minds of man what the Most High has prepared for them that love him. Okay, that's what scriptures say. As a matter of fact, all right, that's why I said art imitates life. Okay, because to the best of their ability, they try to show different spiritual powers with these different characters they create. But the Most High tells you it doesn't even enter into the hearts of man what the Most High has prepared for them that love him. Okay. And one of the things that is prepared for us is a brand new body, man. So no one knows how those bodies look. Okay. Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. We're going to know, as scriptures say, when we see Yahuwah, we look up, man, and see that planetary chariot, and we're going to see a being, okay, a godly being, beings plural, because, you know, their angels are going to be there as well. Okay. But we're going to see Yahuwah, man, a godly being, okay, that is going to be radiating, okay, with an aura or a brightness to him that is brighter than that of our sun. Like, what the, you can't even imagine that, man. And that what's radiating off of him is energy, okay? Infinite energy, okay? Like I said, the power to create and to destroy worlds, okay? When they show you this stuff with Thanos and collecting all the infinity stones and then being able to bend space and time and just do all this shit, yo, that's light work to Yahuwah and the angels, man. That's light work. That is like, all right, here, that's just like a sprinkle of salt, man. You know, like the power, man. The power, man. This is what we're fighting for, okay? It says, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. Okay. And the beginning and the end, man, represents Yahuwah. All right. That's what it tells you. Okay. Because understand that Yahuwah, the Most High, supreme being, okay, he has no beginning, man. The Ancient of Days, okay, meaning the one who had no beginning. He just always was, okay, and always is, okay. Omnipresent, omniscient, okay, omnipotent, okay. Literally all the omnis, man, like that's Yahuwah, Ba'ashim Yahuwah, okay. Omnipotent, meaning all powerful, infinite energy, okay. Omniscient, meaning all knowing, all infinite wisdom, knowledge, everything, man. If you were able to gather up all of the different scientists and all of their different fields of study and put all that together, okay, that would be compared to like a grain of sand on the seashore, okay, to an entire planet, okay. So picture a grain of sand, okay, and then picture an entire planet. That would be the comparison of the Most High's knowledge and wisdom compared to all of those scientists put together, okay. And, like, immeasurable, man, immeasurable, like things that these scientists haven't even studied, okay, are real and are possible, okay. We're going to be able to do the impossible, man, like move at the speed of light. Rather, we're going to be able to move faster than the speed of light, man. The ability to create wormholes, the ability to teleport, the ability to take flight. And scriptures tell you of some of these things, man. It tells you, okay, they that wait upon the Lord, he shall renew their strength. They shall mount up like eagles and soar, okay. They shall run and not be weary, meaning we're going to have infinite stamina. You know, we be able to run around the planet Earth 1 trillion times at the speed of light and not get tired, okay. The ability to just manipulate the elements, okay, to be able to create, all right, the man, just like that's true power, man. It doesn't get any better than that, because why? We're dealing with the creator of everything, okay. Like I said earlier, from the smallest particle, okay, that they can't even pick up with the microscope, to all the way up to the entire universe, which contains everything, man, like galaxies and stars and black holes and billions and billions and billions of planets and stars that are bigger than the sun. Yeah, like true power, man. That's real power, man. All right. Let's see here. Here's the point. We'll get down to verse 10. All right, so I'm going to go down and end it off, but we're going to reveal Yahuwah, man. Verse 10, it says, this is the Apostle John, all right? It says, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet. Okay, and I want to stop there because that clip I played, man, imagine that, but like even more booming, a powerful voice. So like how powerful is a being if, you know, that when they speak, it sounds like a trumpet being blown, okay? Or it sounds like rushing waters, man. Like if you go to a beach and that's the vast ocean, man, but you can hear that water. You know, you hear that roaring water, man, those roaring waves, okay? Imagine having a voice like that, okay? Like, oh man. It says, because this is Yahuwah. It says, I'm gonna start over. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, and what thou seest, write in a book, and send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, and unto Ephesus, and unto Samaria, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and unto Sardis, and Philadelphia, and unto Laodicea. Here's the point. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me. So the Apostle John had a revealing. He got to see a vision of Yahuwah in that immortal godly body, man. Like, man. It says, and I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Okay, and that's one of Yahuwah's titles. Okay, one of Yahuwah's titles is the Son of Man. Okay, and he has many titles, man. Just like Yahuwah has many titles. Okay. It says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Okay, a golden girdle. Okay, and then we're going to get to the point, man. Just more revealing of Yahuwah. But it says, because, you know, you got to meditate on these things, man. You have to be very spiritual to try to visualize these things, okay, which we don't fully know yet. But imagine, man, you know, a 7-foot+ tall being, okay, that is radiating energy with the voice of a trumpet, like Dark Side, man, with a booming voice. Okay, this being is glowing, radiating immense power and energy, man. And then it says, clothed with a garment down to the foot. Okay, so he had that heavenly, glorious garment on, man, which the garments radiate as well. Okay, those heavenly garments that the Yahuwah, or that Yahuwah and his son Yahuwah and the angels wear, they radiate. They're not like this, man. They're different. It's a different level. Okay, that's true power, man. It's on a different level, man. Because you read that in Matthew 17, which I was gonna grab it. Before I finish, I'll grab it real quick. Just so you know, in case you haven't, you know, read that. Let's see here, Matthew 17. Because when Yahuwah was transfigured, man, he radiated, and his clothes, his raiment, his garment rather, radiated as well, man. That's like, imagine that. Imagine having a garment, a heavenly garment. You know, imagine having all the types of precious stones, you know, all types of gold and jewels embedded in your garments that radiate, and just that's a God, man. That's real life, bro. This is not the movies, man. This is going to be real life, okay? You know, this is real life, man. This is the book of Matthew chapter 17. I'll go to the point, verse 2. It says, well, I got to start at, verse 2, because this is, when you read the little subheading, it says the Transfiguration of Hamashiach. So this is when he changed forms. So we're going to be able to do things like that too, man, to transfigure, you know, to change forms. Like I said earlier, manipulate our own elements or atomical structure. Okay. Like, man. But verse 2, it says, Yahuwah and was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. Okay. And his raiment was white as the light. So he was radiating energy, man. And I wanted to grab that because for the simple sake that even his raiment or his heavenly clothing, all right, was radiating as well. It said as white as the light, man. Like, that is, try to picture that. He's a pure, Yahuwah Bashim Yahushua and the angels, man, are pure energy, pure light, man. And that's how we're going to be. We're going to be pure energy, man. Like, completely perfect, completely righteous, no sin found in us, pure beings, okay? Immortal, celestial beings, man. Like, that's why scriptures call us the children of the light, man, because that's us, okay? But yeah, get back to the point. Verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. So when I picture that, man, that his eyes are being a flame of fire, kind of like what we seen with Darkseid, man, because they're not regular mortal beings. So our eyes are not going to be how they are now, man. Like, they're going to radiate too, okay? If he, imagine this, okay, as a mortal man, you know, a spiritual man, I'll say, when the Apostle John saw this, okay, he's trying his best to put these in understandable terms, okay? So when he says that his eyes were as a flame of fire, that is a metaphor, man. They're as a flame of fire. So what was that? It was energy, man. His that's why, you know, with Superman, able to shoot lasers, okay? And Darkseid, what we seen, like, again, man, this power, man, immense, immeasurable power, okay? His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. So Yahuwah is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, man. His hair, all right, were white like wool, okay? The only one who has woolly hair, all right, are you so-called blacks, okay? We the ones who have woolly hair, man, because he's from the tribe of Judah, okay? And picture that, man. He's gonna have white hair, okay, like a white fro, okay, a white beard, okay, but he's not gonna be old, okay? And this is another mystery, man, you got to meditate on. He's not gonna be old looking, okay, because, you know, he's gonna be, you know, in his 30s, or I believe, you know, 30 or 33, okay? But, you know, they're Yahuwah and his son, Yahushua, okay, as well as the angelic powers, man, they don't age, okay? They don't age like we do and get old, okay? It didn't say he had gray hair. No, man, it said white hair, symbolizing wisdom, man. White hair symbolizing wisdom, okay? He doesn't look old, which I can't even describe how that looks, you know? But they don't look old, man. They're prime. They're like, there's, you know, you got to meditate and try to think on these things, man. Like, the epitome of a God, man, is Yahuwah and his son Yahushua, okay? We are about to be gods, okay? And I'm grabbing this because Yahushua says, I mean, the scriptures tell you that we don't know how we're going to look, but when he appears, we're going to be just like that, man. You know, like, we're going to have a body just like that, okay? All right, we're gonna have a body just like that, man. You know, now our hair is probably gonna be black, okay, like, you know how it is now, but it's gonna be like celestial hair, which I don't even know what that is, man. I don't even know what that look like. But Yahushua is different, man. He is the only begotten son of Yahuwah, okay? He's on a different level. All right, that's what we're gonna show in his hair, okay? He's gonna have all white hair and a white beard, man. But he's gonna be young, okay? In his 30s, man. Like, I try to picture these things and it's hard to picture, man. Like, you can't even really picture stuff like that. It says, in his feet like on a fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. Okay. And we when that video I put in, man, that Edomite was scared. He saw the angels, man, dark black men of 7 feet taller or taller stature, man, getting on those or off those chariots, man. And we read, so with if you had brass that burned in a furnace, yeah, he's a dark so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, okay? And his voice as the sound of many waters, okay? And that's the point. That's and that's the point, all right? But man, in his voice it sound as many waters, man, because that's really what got me thinking on that. Just that power, all right, of being a God. Like being able to talk, man, and you have a voice that damn powerful. Like that in and of itself will be enough to instill fear into these damn heathen, okay, who are going to build up our kingdom, okay, for 1,000 years, man. Like us speaking in and of itself is going to be enough to instill fear into them, okay? Not even getting into the things we're going to do to them, okay? And that's why scriptures say, you know, we're going to meditate terrors, okay, upon them, okay? Meditate terrors, man. When you meditate, when you think on things, ultimately you're using, you know, your imagination, okay? You start thinking, man, you use your imagination, okay? And we're our only limitations are going to be our imagination, okay? There's not going to be nothing we're not going to be able to do, man. And it's all going to be within order, okay? You know, dealing with Yahuwah Bashim Yahushua, all right? Yahushua is going to be that top king, all right, down here on this earth, okay? And then you're going to have King David, all right? And then the rest of the 12 apostles, and then the rest of the 144,000, man. They're going to be on a whole different level. And you read about that in Zechariah 12 and 8, okay? You read about that in Zechariah 12 and 8, man, when it tells you how the house of David are going to be as God, okay, as the angel of Yahuwah before them, okay. So if we're going to be as God, man, Lord willing, you know, we're at that number. You know, I'm not speaking as though I know that number, okay. We don't know yet, but understand, man, the 144,000, okay, that house of David, okay, the elect men are going to be on a totally different level. Okay, it said as God, man. So what does that mean? What can Yahuwah Bashim Yahushua not do? Okay, these are the creators of worlds. Okay, like use your imagination, man. And when scriptures say we're going to meditate terrors upon them, that shows you that we are going to be some limitless beings. Okay, limitless beings, man. And yeah, that I just, you know, you just meditate on that and you just get lost. You know, you start meditating, you just get lost in that, man, because it's just amazing to think about. But I want to give all praise unto Yahuwah, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Wahar Kakadash. All right, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who push this truth. Salutations to the man stiffly pushing, and shalom to the rest of the 1/3 remnant who are awaiting salvation at the hands of Yahweh Shah as we await the second Exodus. All right, shalom to the next one.